May we all humbly bow down to all graces of all Buddhas, from the first great Buddha and all the Buddhas in every Buddha era, the Maha Buddhas, Pacceka Buddhas, Maha Pacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Maha Bodhisattvas, all the fully enlightened ones, the Arahants, the Maha Arahants, all the great gurus, great masters, the grace of Luang Por Posi Surya Kemarato, the grace of fathers and mothers of all lifetimes, all the Buddha seeds, and the embodiments of the great perfections. Please preside over. We would like to declare removal and cancellation, renunciation and revocation of all desires and expectations within worldly habits or spiritual habits, of the intention to sustain, maintain, and dwell in any state of mind, in thoughts, memories, recalls, feelings, emotions, and all the practices of mindfulness, concentration, contemplations, meditative absorptions, meditative powers, special insights, wisdoms, supernatural powers, authoritative powers, black magic, and all the spiritual attainment in whatever path, whatever ways. As they are not something that one can attain. Emptiness or enlightenment is not something to be attained, is ungraspable. Therefore, to invest oneself, one's body-mind, to try to grasp it, try to reach it, is a waste of time and is a delusion. This is the karma of grasping, creating a cause of grasping, and the effect is circling endlessly in such ways which assumed up in the mind and being deluded to it. Lifetimes after lifetimes, circling in it. It is an endless path, an endless idea, and always oneself in it. May we all declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within physical, mental, and verbal behaviors, within vengeance, revenges, all the harbor thoughts to get back to someone, within mental elements, sensual pleasures, and within temporary existence of all relationships with fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, gurus and disciples, teachers and students, relatives and friends, enemies, those kind supporters, ancestors, societies small and large, nations, homelands, countries, galaxies, universes, and all the concepts, ideas, attitudes, living lifestyles, living places, and all the possession and ownership of all what one has, all the ideas of owning, our doctrines, dogmas, beliefs, disbeliefs, biases, values, belief values, traditional values, all the customs that has assumed up and being diluted to all of them. All the cultures assumed up and lost in them. Respect without being attached and being deluded to it, to any concepts, ideas, and belief systems. All the betterment, good and bad, or neutral, equanimity, harmony, all the efforts and the energy putting and persevere for reaching peace or no peace, unity or disharmony. All of these are just concepts we assume up and being deluded and trying to achieve it. This is the opinions and meanings that has been given to such attitudes and ideas and lost in it. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all of this. May we humbly bow down to all graces and request for forgiveness for all rejections we have made towards them, towards their words, towards the noble truth they have declared. We ignore them and just using one's own opinions and meanings to differentiate and interpret their words, and lost in the assumed up by one's own ideas about their reflections, which only had given towards ending, not to prolong and having anything to do with practicing in order to end or to reach anything. All terminologies has been given in order to give ending, not to prolong or thinking over it or interpret in whatever ways. We humbly ask for forgiveness for leading anyone to misinterpret, misunderstand any of the reflections given by the Buddhas, by the enlightened ones. We would like to request for forgiveness for using opinions and meanings and misleading anyone to practice something and trying to achieve and attain something, including liberation of sufferings, including the path to the enlightenment. Which is not aligned with the true essence of that which has nothing to do with anything. May we humbly ask for forgiveness for all cases of karma of chasing the great blessed fortune ones to face difficulties and far away from their living places. and being stubborn, not listening to the graces in our past life, at any time in our past life. All the cases of hurting and harming, killing, creating suicide, may it be forgiven among one another. Let's end all vengeance, all resentment. Let's liberate all ideas about getting back to someone. Let's end such cycles from now on and forever. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. Let's begin at our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. To open up and awaken out beyond itself. Use the reminders. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with anything. Everything is from not attached to the non-attachment itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Scatter this infinite force into everything. Let's proceed together with everything without focuses on any particular objects, no targets, no destinations. This is the giving, this is the great compassion that is shared and scattered into samsara. In other words, this is the purification of the emptiness, of nothingness, voidness, which has the immense power to clear out all types of mind, all types of grasping minds, all types of preoccupation of the mind, all the attempts to maintain and sustain. It has the power to clear out all ideas of the mind. And this is not about dimensions. It's not falling into any realms of existence, because realms of existence or dimensions are the mind. They are the mind. The mind that is trying to grasp something. It is backed up by desires, elusive attachments, and delusion. That is called dimensions. That is called realms of existence. And that is the grasping mind, which is karma, the causes and the effect is itself the dimensions, and itself the suffering, causes of suffering and suffering. And it begins here at the gate of perceptions, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Do not go further than that. When it's just a medium to open up beyond opening, with the foundation of nothing is from anything. Nothing is in anything. Everything is from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Disengage from disengagement itself. Therefore, it has nothing to do with engaging or disengaging, relating or not relating, involving or not involving. It is not in any dimensions. It is not in any realms of existence. It is not grasping for anything. This vessel is to just open and scattering the infinite force to all. Therefore, it can be also at any realms, but in the way of purification, helping through unwinding from the unwinding itself, will clear out all intentions to unwind from anything, to let go of anything, or to cut off anything. Let go of the letting go itself instead. Cut the cutting itself instead. In the way of giving and sharing this infinite force. Before the assumed dimensions of mind, there is nothing. So let's step back